As usual, we have Joey Tron back, Rye Cape, and we got a special guest here, Ryan. Uh, just met the guy, so if he gives out two losers, don't blame me, blame Joey, because it's Joey's friend.
How's it going,
Eh,
guys? I appreciate you
Good.
having me on.
No problem, no problem. If he is good, we'll have him back next week, maybe, and he can give out some more winners. If not, then Joey's gonna have to up the price that he paid to get you
Gotcha.
on this show. So, nah, just kidding. It's good show. We'll get right into this, so we can get you guys primed for this weekend's college football action. We'll start with you, Rye. Give us what? Oh, just if you're interested, we got lots of things going on in the show. We got underdogs, we got money lines, we got totals, we got favorites. So a little bit of everything here to whet your appetite. So, Rye, why don't you jump right in and give us your first play?
All right. So my first play is going to be Oklahoma State. So we successfully faded Oklahoma last week. Kansas upset them. OK State beat the same Kansas team at Kansas a few weeks ago. So we'll go back to the well here. Oklahoma plays their second straight road game, which is always a tough task, especially in a rivalry game. Oklahoma State is 4-1 at home this season. They won and covered their last four games. So Gundy has his team rolling. UFC showed the blueprint for beating Oklahoma, but they couldn't pull it off. Then last week we saw Kansas use the same game plan, and they were successful. What's the game plan? Run the ball. Who is the hottest running back in college football? That would be Ollie Gordon. He's topped 250 yards in each of his last two games. He had 19 carries in his first three games for 109 yards. Then he has 122 for 978 in 5 conference games this year. He has rushed for 282 and 271 in his last two games. OK State does give up a lot of big plays. Oklahoma plays up tempo, but I think both teams struggle with missed tackles. So I look for Oklahoma State to slow this game down, keep it within a number. We'll take the home dog at +6.
All right. Heard it from Right Cape there. Oklahoma State plus the 6. All right, we'll move on to another game here. Joey, what do you like this weekend?
Yeah, I like Notre Dame to cover the small -3 spread against Clemson on the road. Notre Dame comes into this one 6-2-1 against the spread and 7-2 straight up. They've covered and won outright in 3 of their last 4 games. Clemson comes into this 4-4 straight up, and they failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5. They have really close wins against NC State, Miami, and barely beating Wake Forest. All those games. I'm sorry. They look deflated. They lost by 7 to NC State and Miami, and they barely beat Wake Forest. Notre Dame looks great since losing to Louisville. To be honest, I really think that was a wake up call for them, especially for Sam Hartman. They've outscored opponents 106 to 27 in this time span. The difference here is really going to be the difference, and I think that edge goes to Notre Dame here. They're ranked 31st in total yards allowed defensively and are allowing just 15 points per game. Clemson has a really bad issue of turning the ball over and have done it 6 times their last 3 games. And I think turning the ball over to Notre Dame can really be costly here. Their rush game has gotten solid and better each week, so I look for them to really try to run the ball here and try to be two-dimensional with Sam Hartman running play action every now and then. So lay the spread here with Notre Dame on the road.
Man, I don't know. I feel like Notre Dame's going to get upset, but I don't know if I have the balls to back at Clemson.
They just look so, like, Dabo Swinney just looks so over it. Like, give me a new season.
They have looked bad.
Just hit the reset button, Clemson. It's okay.
Literally.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with Sam Hartman. He always sleeps when he plays Louisville. It doesn't matter what team he plays for.
So, not counting that one game, let's just say. He's doing pretty freaking good. I said, let's just throw that game out the window, just for statistical reasons.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying every time Sam Hartman plays against Louisville, no matter what team he's playing for, he's always sleeping.
I agree.
He did that with Wake Forest. He stunk when he played there.
Yeah.
Played Louisville. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not a big Clemson fan right now, but I kind of lean with Rye. I was like looking at Notre Dame all week, but I kind of lean with Rye a little bit. I don't know. It's just one of those things.
I just got a feeling. I don't know.
We'll see.
I think Dabo will go back to the ministry and pull something out of his ass for this game. All right, turning to the new guy here, Ryan. So you like a little SEC action? So what do you like?
I do. So first play is going to be the over 54.5 at Missouri playing Georgia. I think you're looking at two high-powered offenses that can beat SEC defenses either running the ball or passing the ball. You look at a guy like Brady Cook, has almost 2,300 yards on the season, 15 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That could be costly at Georgia. His numbers also hit in a Georgia game for the last 5 weeks. So it seems like the offense is kind of rolling. The defense for Georgia has shown that it can get the ball run on them at times. So I think if Missouri draws up the right game plan, uses play action a little bit here, Georgia might be susceptible to some big plays this weekend. And I think if they do get big plays tacked on to them, Carson Beck or Dejon Edwards is going to come out and respond, have big plays on offense. So I think both these offenses are going to be able to score. And I think this has the potential to be in a weekend slate where there's, 6 or 7 great games. This one has the potential to be a top 2 or 3 game this weekend. And I think a lot of points are going to be scored here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So Joe, you got a total.
I think Missouri's gonna be scoring some points.
I hope. That's the game
so.
plan here. So.
All right, Joe, you got a total here you like also. I'm not so sure about this one, but convince me.
Yeah,
Convince
I'm
me.
ready. Hey, I convinced you about the Titans and I won outright. I'm ready.
Oh God, here we go with the Titans.
This is college football blast. So leave that. This is college football blast. Leave the Titans for tomorrow's show.
All right, I'll convince you again right now. So I like the Florida State and Pitt game to go over 50.5 points. Both teams are 6-2 to the over this season. Florida State's averaging 41.5 points per game, and Pitt is averaging about 22 points per game. There's no denying Pittsburgh defense sucks. They allowed 58 points to Notre Dame last time they played. So I think they're really going to have a hard time stopping this FSU offense. However, I really think Pitt can score here. We saw Duke score against Florida State, pushing that total going over. And for some reason, I really think we can see Pitt get 17, maybe 21 points here. So with that said, Jordan Travis looks phenomenal. He's averaging 263 passing yards per game and has an 18-2 touchdown interception ratio. Could this be a look-ahead spot for Florida State with Miami coming to town next week? I think it is. And with that said, that defense could be susceptible for some points and some garbage time in the fourth quarter, pushing this to go over.
42-10 with that late touchdown. They get the 10. Bam.
There's your over.
They average 41.5. I mean,
yeah.
I know.
Like it's easy to score on Pittsburgh.
I think Florida State's gonna have to get like 48, 49 in this game.
No way. Pitt will put up at least. I think they'll put up at least 2 touchdowns.
Fuck me. I don't know.
I mean, they can get 48.
They're gonna have to.
Absolutely, they could.
There's no way Pittsburgh's gonna. Pittsburgh's not. They're gonna have to. Pittsburgh's not gonna score 14 points against Florida State.
Any given day, man. You never know.
Yeah, well, I think you went. I think you went out and celebrated getting a new job today, and went out after work and doing some celebration.
We'll see. You said the same thing about the Titans, but different show. We'll talk again.
Yeah.
What's Pittsburgh's team total at? Check that out while I'm giving my spiel.
Gotcha.
But I think last week for the NFL show I was drunk, so whatever I said then was just to cause problems on the show. For in all honesty. All right, Ryan. Why don't you give us your next pick here?
All right, so we're going California at Oregon. I try to stay away from these large spreads. This one was called my name. Oregon is in the national championship picture. They have to win. Cal played a barn burner last week in a heartbreaking loss to USC. Now they travel to Eugene which is a tough place to play anyway. But this Ducks team is strong. They're looking to push Bo Nix closer to Heisman. He does lead the nation with 78.3 completion percentage. He also has 72% of his throws in every game this season. Oregon dismantled Utah last week. This is a talent mismatch here. I think Oregon offense could probably call their score against this Cal defense. Ducks have topped 30 points in all 8 of their games. They're ranked 3rd nationally in scoring with 45.5 points. 2nd in total offense with 531 yards per game. I'm going to take the points for the team looking for a national championship aspirations. Oregon has won 12 of the past 14 meetings with Cal. They cover this number. Give me Oregon minus 24.5.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, that USC game, that got me my Cal bet I had with AM out in Vegas. AM tried to convince me that Cal was going to get 8 wins this season. And I said, what? You said 8 losses, right? He said, no, 8 wins. They're better than everybody thinks. I said, all right, I'll bet you that. We'll bet 100, pay up next year. So that was that.
The team total is 13.5.
There you go. So 10 seems like it could happen.
Yeah, that happened. If Florida State scores 49 or 52 or whatever.
42-10, man.
That's what I'm thinking. 42-10.
I mean, you'll take 52-0.
Yeah, 52-0 works too.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Here's your last time to shine here. Your last pick for the show. What do you like?
So second pick for the weekend. I guess here goes nothing. I was debating on taking the -3 or just the straight up money line for Ole Miss. I ended up doing the money line just because I think Ole Miss does win this game. It's just going to be very close, and I don't really want to deal with a push or losing by that half, that the half point or that 1.5 points. It just annoys me. So reason I'm taking Ole Miss is, one, I trust Ole Miss's roster a little more. I think they're a little more well-rounded, a complete team on offense, with Jackson Dart close to 2,600 all-purpose yards on the season. And they still have one of the best running backs in the country, in my opinion, and Quishon Judkins, who really he's had a couple breakout games, but he's been held in check. I think you could possibly see a major game for him on the ground, running the ball at home, really trying to keep A&M's offense off the field. I know it's not the best, but Ole Miss has given up the big chunk play, as we saw when they played LSU and scored almost 100 points. But this Ole Miss team is also different this year under Lane Kiffin. It seems like in the past, these tight games they've lost under Lane because of either just turnovers or bad coaching decisions. But it seems like this group, it's a little different. And look for, honestly, Ole Miss to contend, potentially getting into the SEC championship game with possible chaos coming around the corner in the SEC with Bama and LSU playing each other. So I think, it's obviously a must win this late in the season, but I just think they're the better team, the better coach, and they just have more to play for. So.
All right. So yeah, I usually do that too. I don't like laying the 3.
Yeah.
And then they somehow it gets into overtime, and then it's the third overtime, and then you can only go for 2, and you end up losing by 1. So yeah, I don't mind that bet. So
I don't know. Every time I bet on Texas A&M, they lose. Every time I bet against them, they win.
Yeah.
That's one of those teams I don't mess with.
I know that feeling. So, all right, Joey, why don't you tell the people where they can find you and what you got going on?
Yeah, you can find me over at theinsidersroom.com under Joey Tron. I have 2 hockey plays up tonight. I'm doing really good at hockey. I'm on a 19-5 start to the season and a 14-1 all-sport run. So check out what I'm doing, and we'll cash some tickets together.
All right, just a reminder, he's got Notre Dame -3, and hoping FSU scores 52. He's got the over in the FSU pick game. Right, Cape, where can the people find you and what you got going on?
Yep, you can find me at RyCape on all social media. Obviously, these picks will be put up as a free play on pickadvisor.com. And make sure you check me out on the insidersroom.com for my premium plays. Same as Joey, I've been doing good in hockey, basketball. I actually had a great week in college football and the NFL last week. I'm just trying to stay hot.
All right. And just a reminder, he likes Oregon minus the 24.5 and Oklahoma State plus the 6. Ryan, I don't know if you got social media or anything. If you do, if you want to throw it out there, people like maybe if you win on this show, maybe people start following you and or they'll just send you nasty messages, then just don't pay and just don't pay any attention. So
Yeah, no, so I actually have another show. It's called Pigskins Picks. You can find us on Instagram. So just type that into Instagram. It should pop up. We got a little pig with a money sign on it, so that's how you know it's us. I run it with a buddy from college. So currently in college football, where the two of us combined are at a 65% win rate. So looking to keep the positive trend going the rest of the season.
all right, yeah, check that out, people. Good stuff there. So his picks, maiden picks here on the show. He's got Georgia and Missouri over the 54.5. Ole Miss, play that on the money line at minus 150. Don't lay the points. Don't get stuck at the end. Right, Cape, this weekend, last show for the NASCAR report.
Yeah. Last season's over after Sunday, so be taking a break from that. Make sure you check me out tonight on Lane Coin Podcast too. I'll be on there talking some NASCAR.
All right, check that out. Thanks, guys, once again for coming on. Thanks, Ryan, for coming on. Hopefully, you could get a couple of winners here, and I don't jinx you for being on the show. Thanks again, Joey. Congratulations on the job, Ryan. But yeah, thanks, and good luck tonight or whatever you need luck to do your NASCAR show. I'll see you. We'll see you Sunday.
We cashed the winner last week. We cashed an outright. So
yes, you did.
Make sure you check us out Sunday at noon. Let's cash some tickets.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Yep. See you guys on next week, and have a good one. Good luck this weekend, everybody.
Thank you, guys.